Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here doing another DC Multiverse wave review on the McFarlaneToys DC Multiverse Plastic Man collectibles. Blue Superman, we have Batman, we have Aquaman, and we have John Stewart Green Lantern. I really wanted this set mostly for the Plastic Man over here, along with what I call the Blue Lightning Superman. This Batman does look very cool. And then I do want the John Stewart. I was on the fence about it. The Aquaman I'm probably least excited for. But anyway, you can see on the side we get the names. They all say their names with JLA underneath them right over there. And then on the back you get a nice image of Plastic Man and the collectible accessories that go with each of them. And then you get the names on this side as well. Not much more on the top or on the bottom. So let's get to it and crack these things open. And if you're trying to get your DC Multiverse figures, you can do so at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's all 4 figures out of the packaging with the collectible Plastic Man all built. And I gotta say, I really like this Plastic Man a lot. I actually mostly very much like this wave. I would consider 2 of the figures out of this set to be throwaway figures, but even those, I still like them. There's things about them that I really like a lot, but just not necessary for me to have. But yeah, the other 3, oh man, I'm so happy to have them. Figures come with your standard issue stand, and they each come with their own trading card. Unfortunately, we don't actually see Superman Blue or Superman Red on this card right here, and there's a generic read-up on the back. If you want to read that, you can go ahead and pause it right now. And then here we have Batman all in black, and there's a read-up over here. Very generic. If you want to read it, pause it now. Same thing with, pretty much same deal with all of them. I like the artwork right here for this Aquaman, but I wish they got into, the details of, what happened to his left hand and everything, but nope, they don't. And then here is a Silver Age John Stewart Green Lantern and Hal Jordan right there. If you want to read it on the back, go ahead and pause it. Is this Silver Age or Bronze Age? I think this might be Bronze Age. You've gotten that wrong. So I really wish McFarlaneToys released Superman Red separately instead of it being a chase figure that shot up to $60. If anyone wants to trade or sell one for a reasonable price, damn it, I really want the red one hella bad. This blue one looks great though, man. Look at the paint detail on the face over here. That looks really good. And I love the paint detail in his hair. That looks great. The mask, the paint for that mask looks really good. I don't have any weird bleeding going on. Wait, maybe right there above the eyebrow. Ha! Found a flaw. There. Yeah, you're not perfect. But you can see this looks newly sculpted. And then nothing is really very uniquely sculpted throughout on the figure. You can see a little bit of rub going on right over there with the white paint over the blue plastic. And you can see the lightning bolts. I like that they've painted the pins. They're blue on the inside, white on the outside. The S logo on the back right here as well. We've seen this body mold quite a few times, like many times already, but it works for this figure or this character. I can get him posed flying around and stuff. I'm not going to go through the articulation on this guy, but just to show you really quick, I mean, dude, that's cool for me. I like being able to get my Superman figures with their heads tilted up like that. And then he does come with 4 accessories. I believe we've seen these with the Flash before, but he has 2 leg lightning kind of looking accessories right here. This is one of the fist ones. So yeah, 2 for the hands, 2 for the feet, very much like Flash. I don't have it on hand this very moment, but I have the Batman that this is based off of, or the first version of this Batman in my bin, and I did not really need this figure, but I will say it looks cool with the all black, and they did add a touch of blue paint on this that took me a second to find. I didn't realize it was there right away, but that blue paint does look pretty good. This is very much like a Keaton Batman adapted to comic version, right? So, looking at the belt, looking at the logo right there, which does look really nice. Spikes right over here. Pretty long. We have blue on the gloves. I wish he had interchangeable hands. That does frustrate me. He does come with this old grapple gun accessory, which I'm not the biggest fan of. So that comes with the figure. The other side of the gloves, you can see the blue again. And then looking at the legs, you can see a little bit of blue on those boots, which does look pretty sweet. I do like the sculpt of this. It has some nice texturing, treads, and everything. The cape doesn't have anything really special added to it. Wish they'd bring in more cloth capes. That would be pretty nice. Now, this version of Aquaman is just not my favorite. I think it does look cool, though. So if this is your favorite version of Aquaman, hey, kudos to you. It's a cool look. It's just not my favorite. I just like the classic more. I remember when this debuted, I was like, I don't really like it so much, but the hair looks really good on this figure, and I really love what they've done with the metal parts right over here. It has kind of a battle damage look to it, like he's seen some stuff, Things have happened. It's not all super crisp and brand new, so I do like that. Very, very nice shimmer to it, too. There's a little bit of a bluish hue in this silver paint, which I really dig a lot. I do feel like this is cut off a little early. I thought it was just the hand, but it's like mid-forearm. I can't imagine how painful that's got to be. Break in the middle of your forearm, get that cut off right there. And I really like the gold on this harpoon hand. It looks pretty nice, and it rotates over here as well. I can't remember if it's supposed to be facing this way, facing this way. I think it's this way, right? Stab. But yeah, chest looks really good over here. I like the flesh tone. Nice gold paint apps. So not my favorite design, but not a bad looking figure at all. Got green on the outside. Super dark green or black on the inside. The scales are just painted on there, decoed on. And then we have these same legs that we've seen before with the fins on the calves, which looks fine to me. And then nothing really unique about the feet, except for them being really small. And then the Collectabuild and Green Lantern John Stewart figures are the two I was the most looking forward to. And man, McFarlane delivered so well with this. I really love this head sculpt. They did such a good job on the previous John Stewarts. I love all their John Stewart figures. And dude, this one's my favorite now. I really like this a lot. Look at that, man. I think they just did a great job with this. And John Stewart, I can't say is my absolute favorite Green Lantern. For me, it really does go back and forth between Hal Jordan and John Stewart. And I'm not saying that just to try to be diplomatic or cater to one side or the other. I just really feel that way. I really love both of them. He has the architectural background, and I wish we'd gotten constructs, showing some of that. That would have been pretty neat. Anyway, I love the texturing there. Yeah, you'll get a little bit of the diaper thing. I do like the articulation on this figure a lot, though, and I like how it smooths out on the boots. I just got the recent Kyle Rayner Kilowog 2-pack, and this is going to fit in nicely with those two. I'm very happy to have this. He does have big old butt cheeks right over there, so for you man butt lovers, you're welcome. Then there's your Green Lantern back, and he does come with two accessories. I really do like these, even though I wish we'd gotten some architecturally inspired constructs with him to emphasize that skill set, but I think this looks really cool, and it just fits onto the fist really nicely right over here. It's very easy to just plop on there, and it looks really good. Then you could use this effect as well. I like using both of them at the same time, but I think this looks cool too. But again, just more constructs emphasizing his architectural skills would have been pretty sweet. I like it when they have unique constructs. I love that Kyle Rayner has the artistic background. Oh, I'm so happy to have a Plastic Man figure. I wanted the Mattel version back in the day, but that SDCC exclusive was way too much, and I'm so happy to pick up figures like this or the Kilowog that I wasn't able to get back when Mattel had the license for this. Anyway, I love this head sculpt. It looks great. Did they do something like what we'd seen with the recent Superior Spider-Man, which I haven't gotten yet, but I saw Dan Hu's review of it, and yeah, it looks like we have like building windows reflecting over here, but if you run your fingernail across them, they're actually textured right there, and you cannot move these glasses. But I love the smile. I don't know, I always wished a young Bruce Campbell could play Plastic Man. That would be perfect. The hair looks really good over there. I don't like the little bit of a gappage that you can see right here. That is a little bit annoying. And I'm going to swap to the other head. I wish and I hope McFarlane makes more accessories in the future, because there's a lot of interchangeability, especially with this being a collect and connect. Oh man, I love this head sculpt as well. I love that angry look on his face. Looks so cool. Really, really dig that a lot. And then I think this is like an old school wrestling suit. Like, what's the inspiration behind this thing? Somebody let me know, because I know it's very old school, but I think it looks pretty good. These regular arms, they're a little short. They should go down a little further. So I feel like these arms are just not long enough. Other than that, they look okay. You have a fist on this side. You have a hand for holding stuff on this side. Then you have the interchangeable hand right here, which I wish it had bendy wire in it. Oh, could have fit a bendy wire in there. That would have been nice. Like, he's got the squiggly fingers to go up Flash's nose. And then you get this other accessory where it loops around, grabs his own arm right there. That's pretty awesome. I like having this as well. Again, wish we had bendy wires, and I wish and I hope McFarlane Toys adds more accessories with other figures in the future. That'd be cool if they just threw them in there. This belt is just decoed on right there. It's not actually sculpted. Then there's the back of the figure. I don't know why my nose is all runny all of a sudden, but yeah, the legs look pretty good. Porting them on is a little bit tricky, and they do come out on me, so that makes me think, hey, they could do more leg accessories in the future, you know? So that would be pretty cool. I'll put that on right there, and yeah, it looks like it's... I can see on camera that the knee joint does look like it's a different color. In person, it does not stand out as much, but it is there. It is there. It's just not as noticeable in person. Then you got the bare patas over here, and then he has peg holes at the bottom of his feet. So I'm not going to do a thorough articulation segment on these. I will mention again, though, the arms do look a little short. The legs are a bit long. The proportions look a little bit weird. For some reason, for me, I like that. It's different. I don't know what to say, dude. It doesn't really bother me that much, but if it does bother you a lot, I could understand why. It's a stylistic thing, even though it looks anatomically incorrect. I get it, but I like them. What can I tell you, man? I do wish I could squeeze the arms in more so with all of them. I wish they wouldn't just run into their lats all the time. But I really like the Plastic Man articulation. I feel like you get a lot of movement with the diaphragm cut right here, as well as the ab crunching. So he can move around quite a bit. The legs on all of these, when you move them upward, you're going to be bending some plastic. So as always, be wary of that. But for some reason, this Jon Stewart right here just really stands out to me as far as articulating him around and getting him into flight poses and stuff. I just really have a good time with this figure. The butterfly joints work really well on him. Same deal, if you kick up, you're gonna peel this apart. You may crack something, or split something, I mean to say. So be wary of that. But man, I really like these figures a lot, especially this Green Lantern and Plastic Man. Oh, and the Aquaman's got pretty good articulation too. I just feel like I get too much of a gap at the waist right over here, but yeah, he could crunch forward really far. A lot of movement over there with this Aquaman. Even though it's not my favorite, it's still very well articulated. And I can get him looking up, even with long hair. He can look up a fair amount right there. And by the way, to rank these figures, I am putting Batman at the bottom of the list, and then it's Aquaman, and then it's Superman Blue, and oh geez, and it's kind of a tie between Plastic Man and GL. But to measure them out, you can see Jon Stewart is standing at, they're all standing at around the 7-inch mark. Plastic Man's a little bit shorter maybe. But yeah, they all hit around that 7-inch mark, more or less. So I don't really have a lot of comparisons I wanted to give you guys. There's not a lot I felt like I really needed to do here unless I'm missing something major. But here's the choice Superman with the cloth cape and bendy wires, and I added the Action Comics head on there. And then I wanted to compare Aquaman's. This is the Aquaman that I have on my shelf right now, and you can see they have the same head sculpt. This one has the side eye, so I may just swap the heads on these two because I think that's a better looking head sculpt. So yeah, from the waist down, it's the same. Of course, the upper torso is different. And then as far as the GL comparison, man, I love this new Green Lantern so damn much. But I've always loved this one right here too, and this is the glow-in-the-dark version. And I think I have 3 of these Green Lanterns, but damn it, this new one, that's my new favorite. I gotta bust out my Kyle Rayner and Kilowog figures because, yeah, those two look really cool side by side like that. Really dig that. Man, loving this Kilowog right over here. Oh, so sick. And then here's the Plastic Man Wave Next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, show some love, why don't you, by simply clicking that like button. It does mean a lot. I do look at the likes and I go, oh man, thank you. And then go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to show even more love. And if you want to send that extra love, you can do it via Patreon or channel membership. This wave is a lot of fun. I highly recommend picking it up. It could be tricky finding some of them. I believe they're all still available at VBTS. I could be wrong about that. Check the link in the description below. But still, if you could get a handle on this wave, I recommend you do. I really like it a lot. Even the figures that are my least favorite, the Batman and the Aquaman, I still think they're good figures. So I'm happy to have this set. I'm thrilled about the Jon Stewart, and I'm thrilled about the Plastic Man. I will give the whole thing its own SUD rating, but man, I'm very happy with this set. What can I say? I recently picked up a wave. I think the Monitor wave let me down a bit, so it's quite refreshing getting a new Collect and Connect wave where the whole set really makes me happy. Again, even that Batman figure, I like it. So at the price point, I think it came out in total around 25 bucks a figure. Yeah, it was 25 bucks a figure. I'm gonna give this wave a Sud rating of
I love it!
And I'd like to know what you guys think. And getting a whole wave of figures like this for around the $100 price point is so awesome, because Marvel Legends are costing closer to the $200 price point for a whole wave, you know, even though it's closer to like that 160, 180, I guess. But yeah, I'm happy with the set. Let me know what you guys got to say in the comment section below. Well, Marvel Legends, you're getting a lot more figures. It's like 6 or 7 figures a wave, right, instead of just 4. But still, I'm really happy. If you want to follow me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.